greeting. Chuk. You, as you say.
I would not linger in this land over long. As you wish. Whatever it takes.
I've got a long road ahead.
Call and I answer.
Looking ahead.
I would not linger in this land over. You're sure?
Greeting. It is done.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light. The Elder Brain. But, more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, and I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power, the ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep, Sorcerous Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerous Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. I mean, Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Well met.
Greetings.
Place better than we found it. Well done.
The Absolute's army are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
Where are you going? We need Kethric's Netherstone. Retrieve it, quickly.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again. Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Selûne cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step. That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And, bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? I've passed enough years that counting them is a waste of what remains. Which is to say, yes, I am that old. Ask it. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. Do not be moved to pity. It is a predator pinned in a trap. And if it wriggles free, you'll find it still has teeth. One final night in the open air, and then back to the city. Rest while you can. I fear that quite a bit of work awaits us. Ask it.
Well met.
I'm listening.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
Soldier.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support. I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seems my faith was more than well-founded. What would you like to know? Anytime.
Yes? What is it?
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back. I think we should track down my fellow Spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Looking forward to a bit of rest.
Fate, dost thou require a new...
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the Chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the Chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the Dream Visitor's protection. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest, orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join power.
We're under attack. Help me.
Tadpole scum! That's a cat! Die, you liquid harborer!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Science meets sorcery.
Gistavki! Vorpheus! Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
That orb is about to erupt!
I'm here! Help me! I'm under attack! It's not over. Come to the skull. Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
Friend of Gake, be cleansed.
Time to strike. I will not know fate.
Forever dauntless.
I don't fancy their chances.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
That took the edge off.
Busy times. Maybe later.
I need you. Now.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
A mind flayer. God's damned abomination.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me. The God. Destroy the God. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now! Together, we can turn the tide.
survival is all that matters.
Destroy the Honor Guard. Let me recite
dice roll in my favor.
Where do I go from here?
I must regain control of the Yankee Prince.
Making my move.
Time is running out.
Victory is assured. May it please, Mistra.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
You may call me the Emperor. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stillmain. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Jastil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. I do not have the privilege of knowing the answer, but the consequences are clear enough. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished.
Blackith is eternal. My people would not be swayed by this false prince.
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other Chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. There may come a time when that is necessary, but there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The risk is too great. The moment his protection is gone, you would become enthralled to the Elder Brain, just as I would. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Thralls in its design. You are already more illithid than you realize. It has improved you. You seek to reverse an inevitable process. A process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change. I am pleased to hear that. You will do very well as an illithid. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. The transformation will not be complete. The physical alteration in particular will only be partial. But your potential will certainly be amplified. Would you like to do it? Would you like to evolve?
Skra! Whatever this gig offers is no gift to you.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Please, now's hardly the time.
Out of here, quickly! We'll speak after.
go to the city.
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable, but impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
That took the edge off.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. The tainted blood of the mother. The traitor prince. The Laxarai. He sought Vlakith's head in a Geich ploy for her throne. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlakith our ruler. The first Vlakith of many. It is Vlakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's renegade spawn. A Geich thrall who would return us to our slavers. He convinced his own mother's honor guard to join a coup against Vlakith I. He would have fed our empire to the Illithids had he succeeded. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the traitor's with us, controlled by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would hand Vlakith's dominion to his Geich masters. The astral plane would be first to fall. The others would soon follow.
Well met.
The gate is, and we are no clue. I think if we can find. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night. Unless we should get.
What do you need? I question the wisdom of that decision. I'll be here in the...
Hey, soldier. Ace it.
Well met. Are you sure? And just when...
Shadow, that speaks. If you have questions, ask. It was... there. Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose as you wish.
The event, all this would have put together. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusion, not but sleep?
We're under attack. Help me.
Ready for this?
Die, you little harborer!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
First step is the hardest. Invenium Vila.
Not but another harvest.
Swift and lethal.
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
That orb is about to erupt!
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Time to strike.
Friend, you will be cleansed.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
I will ascend.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Can't give up now.
Ex textura.
Hurry. Can't hold them back alone.
Propria.
I need you, now! It's not over. Come to the skull.
Before you do anything, we are in.
You are in.
The Githyanki is the sword. Don't help me. You saved you now. Help me, the god. Do it.
Aiden.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing. Together. Destroy the Honor Guard.
can't stay idle. Blood comes easy these days.
Don't look at... I am a mind...
No more lies, no more tricks.
You may call me an adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain. The one I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. People refer... My needs was... He tore me from my home. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. Indeed, His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus.
Orpheus? Impossible.
Quite possible. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother. When Orpheus's mother, Blackith, bound by, they were. I am relieved. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. I do not have the privilege. Some Githya. She kept him. If the Githya.
Vlaakith is eternal. My people would not be swayed by this.
A very good question. That Orpheus lives at all is ruinous to Blackith. That Gortash and the Chosen found out about it, but it was important enough to them that the moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. While my body, all I needed to do was subdue Orpheus. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense will be to kill him.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn and I'm glad you think so. My original book, as an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain. I've been studying you for... You have seen what... If you let me, I can evolve you. You will be able to do things you never... There will be physical, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss. The answer is twofold. One, Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
Even as you say the words, you feel a lurch of disappointment. Your mind bristles with illithid potential. How could you be so cruel as to deny yourself what you want most in the world?
I felt that. It's your nature. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A wave of disappointment, stronger than any you've ever felt. And then... stillness. You've resisted your illithid instincts. For now.
You are not ready yet. Keep hold of it then. Until you are. It has enough vitality to further your evolution. And your allies. Perhaps you will be more inclined to try it when you see more of what our enemy can do. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain, and bring it under our control.
Let's get going.
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable, but impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
So your mysterious artifact, tamer of parasites, is only another parasite itself. How do you feel? Knowing the cost of keeping your transformation at bay. I suppose there is something to that. Illithids are monstrous creatures. But in the end, they are only that. Creatures. And if it can, a parasite will keep its host fat, happy, and safe. Until it is finished feeding, at least. Am I comforting you? I am not comforting myself. Use the Emperor as it would use you. Or discard it. My days of doubting you are done.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. The tainted blood of the mother. The traitor prince. The Laxarai. And even more powerful still. It said he could bring 1,000 Githyanki to their knees with one command. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our gay slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Our current Vlaakith has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's renegade spawn. A gay thrall who would return us to our slavers. He convinced his own mother's honor guard to join a coup against Vlaakith I. He would have fed our empire to the Illithids had he succeeded. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the traitor's with us, controlled by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would hand Vlaakith's dominion to his Geich masters. The astral plane would be first to fall. The others would soon follow. We find a way to enter the prism and slay Orpheus. He is a Geich puppet cloaked in Githyanki skin, and the most powerful mind master known to my people. One word from his scheming lips and the people would doubt. 2 words and they would rage. 3 words and they would bow to the false prince. The Githyanki would be slaves once more, and one by one, the planes would fall to the Geich. What about him? Chuk. I'm embarrassed you'd fall for such an obvious trick. You probably believe the Illithid's twaddle about Vlaakith usurping Gith's throne as well. The astral prison contains not 1, but 2 atrocities. They will use you and abuse you at every opportunity. There is one truth, Vlaakith's truth. Everything else is apostasy. As loathsome as it is, the Emperor slipped one fact into its slurry of lies. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind, one talent of many that drove the Illithids to enthrall him. The Prince is a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Vlaakith was no fool. Why destroy a weapon like that when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself? Orpheus is honor guard, loyal to the end, and trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. So loyal, so beguiled, they were blind to his treason. The honor guard's deaths were inevitable, as is the death of their Geich-enthralled prince. My queen would demand I slay her greatest enemy. I could not be more certain. Vlaakith has a plan, and she knows what part I must play. And she cannot reward me if I hand the Empire to the Illithid thrall called Orpheus. Protocol 301. Neither death nor undeath may be a hindrance to Vlaakith's blessing. Vlaakith will know my unfaltering faith. Neither death nor the Absolute will keep me from accomplishing my duty. Fine with me. It also promises to break us beyond repair. This ossified parasite does not make us more, but less. There will be ice where once there was fire. There will be a void where our souls once resided. I know, and I won't.
Soldier? Ah, great powers, huh? Especially if this thing wants to turn you into, what? A half squid? Not surprised you haven't tried it yourself yet.
Thank the gods.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her. Yes, and at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis. I'm not about to make such a sacrifice. Not now, not ever. Thank you.
Something is different about Shadowheart. New facial creases, perhaps. A fresh battle scar I hadn't noticed. Bah, it eludes me.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? The powers we already received have proved useful, true. But this is something different entirely. You know what that offer truly entails, don't you? Become half a mind flayer, lose half of yourself. I don't want that.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How are you holding up?
Shadowheart walks a little freer of the shadows. She could shave her skull and paint it purple. It would still suit her. You're sure? Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
Amicus animae.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are. Oh, come on. Oh, fine.
I was concerned when I saw Shadowheart creeping about with a blade in the dead of night, but it was just to cut her hair, it seems. It suits her. What would you like to know? Anytime. I've been but honestly...
There's no more radiant sight than that of someone who's learned to love themselves anew. Shadowed in name, but no longer in spirit. It suits her. I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. You've not taken this power for yourself. So I can only wonder, why offer it to me?
Oh, we have a new look for a new Shadowheart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp. We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it. I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over. If we master the tadpoles, it will be different. But right now, that mastery depends on an Illithid and its Githyanki slave. I'm not going to submit to this. Don't ask me again. Hello, my dear. Darling, lead on.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm on.
Well met. That's the spirit.
Seems not. I never cared for spyglasses. Watching things from afar is hardly fun.
a blade close.
No one stopped me yet.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
I'm listening.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She went looking for herbs. That's what she said. Said it was for the spots. She had them all in her hands and face. She said she wouldn't be gone long. But that was a whole 10 days ago.
The herbs you know for salving sores would take effect immediately. It seems unlikely this child's mother will return.
Thank you. I was getting hungry. Mum made a big stew before she left. She's the best cook ever. But I ate it all. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention. Nearly there now.
We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Think about it.
Nearly there now.
With no point and nothing to do.
Up on the hill.
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone.
I'm not asking for much. See investment to get me started.
Sorry, you have red caps working in your circus?
Oh, yes. Paramidius and Fred are cleaners. They've just joined, but are settling in marvelously.
There is so much.
All this kerfuffle over missing red caps. Yes, we'd caged them due to unruly behavior, but as our rat-cap cleaners demonstrate, most are perfectly harmless.
Keep a sharp eye out. Redcaps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seem bothered by it.
These particular redcaps caged.
We had an unfortunate incident involving a child's thing.
They attacked a child.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jin, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Don't take kindly to parasites.
How many redcaps have we had?
Great! Another bloody outsider! You lot are coming out of the walls, aren't you? They let in another horde of...
Best stick to the refugee camp, outsider. Where you belong.
I'm not supposed to talk to outsiders. Can I come on patrol with you later?
Not sure.
He wants to teach the refugees a lesson, right? Stay back.
Clear off! There's nothing in these caravans for you.
Didn't whatever birthed you tell you not to stare?
This instant! The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them. I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them.
I guess we're all you've got then, Arthur. Want your house squeaky clean? Cough up!
Ugh. This is the last time I hire someone from the guild. Fine. Here's the extra. Finish the job.
Come on, boys. Let's take out the trash.
No. Don't you dare lay a finger on them.
Job done. Whatever's left is yours to sort out.
Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do.
There now.
You're going to hire all the refugees.
The Rivington rats don't waste any time, do they? I can see why they were so highly recommended. Anyway, I have a lot to do now those squatters are out of my hair. Goodbye! I go away for a few days and the place is ruined.
What in the hells was that?
It felt like a bloody earthquake.
My grandmother's candelabra?
That's curious.
Cheerful. Refugees for hire. Catchy, right?
Mate, there is so much wrong with that name.
Bloody squatters.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Open up.
My grandmother's candelabra.
Can't keep me out. Be wary. This place is trapped. Let's see what you're hiding. Trap. Be cautious. A young cave bear, killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown. Trap. Be cautious. carefully. There's a trap. Seems simple enough. Can't keep me out. Might be worth checking Arthur's donations. Looks like his generosity is compromised. Be cautious. I'm listening.
Worm's Crossing, the welcome mat of Baldur's Gate. This is it. I'm almost home. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him.
Incredible to be back. My home. My city. Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise. But it's home, and it's worth saving.
I should prepare traps under the windows next time.
Right tool will do the trick. Let's have a look at myself.
You again. Did you need something? Sinister? Nonsense! Those are experimental toys, guaranteed to bring a smile to the face of even the unhappiest child. They're extremely precious, and you shouldn't be poking around in my workshop and tampering with them. What? No, wait!
Make it hurt.
I go away for a few days and the place is ruined.